One simple pan, a little creamy sauce, and the smell of buttery chicken filling the kitchen, this recipe turns ordinary ingredients into something unforgettable. The rice becomes rich and velvety, the chicken stays juicy and tender, and every bite feels warm, comforting, and homemade. If you love cozy dinners that taste like restaurant-quality food without complicated steps, this creamy chicken and rice recipe is about to become your new favorite. There's something timeless about chicken and rice. Almost every culture has its own version because the combination is simple, affordable, filling, and comforting. But when you add cream, mushrooms, Parmesan, saffron, herbs, and perfectly cooked chicken, the dish transforms into something luxurious while still feeling homemade. This recipe is proof that you don't need expensive ingredients or difficult techniques to create a dinner that feels special. The beauty of this dish begins with the chicken. Using chicken fillet keeps the recipe tender and juicy while cooking quickly. A little salt, black pepper, and curry seasoning create a warm flavor that blends beautifully with the creamy sauce later in the recipe. Curry in this dish is not overpowering. Instead, it gives the chicken a gentle golden color and a subtle warmth that makes every bite more flavorful. As the chicken cooks in a little vegetable oil, the kitchen immediately fills with a rich aroma. The outside becomes lightly golden while the inside stays soft and juicy. This first layer of flavor is important because it builds the base of the entire dish. Once the chicken is cooked, it can be set aside while the rest of the ingredients come together. Shallots and garlic are the next stars of the recipe. When sautéed in butter, they create one of the most comforting smells imaginable. The sweetness of the shallots and the rich flavor of garlic blend perfectly with the butter, creating a deep homemade taste that makes the dish feel warm and inviting. Butter adds richness, while garlic gives depth and aroma. Then come the mushrooms. Champignons are perfect for this recipe because they absorb flavor beautifully while adding a soft and slightly earthy texture. As they cook in the butter with the garlic and shallots, they release moisture and become golden and flavorful. Mushrooms make creamy dishes feel even more satisfying because they bring balance to the richness of the cream. The rice is where the real comfort begins. Instead of boiling the rice separately, cooking it directly with the broth allows every grain to absorb flavor. Chicken broth gives the rice a savory depth that plain water can never provide. As the rice slowly cooks, it becomes soft, fluffy, and infused with all the flavors from the butter, garlic, mushrooms, and spices. One ingredient that quietly changes the entire personality of the dish is saffron. Even a small amount adds a beautiful golden color and a delicate aroma that makes the recipe feel elegant. Saffron has been used in luxurious dishes for centuries because of its unique fragrance and warmth. In this creamy chicken and rice recipe, saffron creates a subtle richness that makes the rice feel extra special. As the broth reduces and the rice becomes tender, cream is added to the pan. This is the moment where the dish transforms from simple chicken and rice into something deeply comforting and luxurious. The cream blends with the butter, broth, garlic, and mushroom flavors to create a silky sauce that coats every grain of rice. The texture becomes rich and velvety without feeling too heavy. Parmesan cheese takes the flavor even further. As it melts into the sauce, it creates a salty, nutty richness that balances the cream perfectly. Parmesan doesn't just add flavor, it also helps thicken the sauce slightly, making the dish creamy and smooth. The combination of Parmesan and cream creates a restaurant-style finish that feels indulgent, while still being easy to prepare at home. Fresh parsley and dill brighten the entire recipe. Creamy dishes can sometimes feel heavy, but fresh herbs add freshness and color that balance everything beautifully. Parsley gives a clean flavor, while dill adds a gentle aromatic touch that works surprisingly well with chicken and cream. Sprinkled over the top just before serving, the herbs make the dish look vibrant and inviting. One reason this recipe is so popular is because it feels comforting in every season. During colder months, it's warm and cozy. On busy evenings, it's quick enough to prepare without stress. When served for guests, it feels elegant and impressive. And when enjoyed quietly at home, it tastes like pure comfort food. This recipe is also very flexible. You can easily customize it based on your preferences or ingredients available at home. Some people like adding spinach for freshness. Others include peas for sweetness or extra mushrooms for a richer flavor. You can even swap chicken fillet with chicken thighs if you prefer darker meat with extra juiciness. Rice dishes are loved around the world because they bring people together. There's something comforting about sitting at the table with a warm plate of creamy rice and tender chicken after a long day. The softness of the rice, the savory chicken, and the creamy mushroom sauce create a meal that feels emotionally comforting as well as physically satisfying. The simplicity of the recipe is another reason it stands out. Many restaurant-style meals require complicated cooking techniques, long ingredient lists, or expensive equipment. This recipe proves that simple ingredients cooked with care can create incredible flavor. With just one pan and a few easy steps, you can prepare a meal that tastes rich, homemade, and satisfying. Texture plays a huge role in why this dish feels so comforting. The chicken stays juicy and tender, the mushrooms are soft and buttery, and the rice becomes creamy without turning mushy. Every bite feels balanced. The Parmesan adds richness, while the herbs keep the flavors fresh and lively. Presentation matters too. A warm bowl of creamy saffron rice topped with golden chicken, herbs, and Parmesan immediately looks inviting. The golden color from the saffron and curry gives the dish a beautiful appearance that makes it feel far more expensive than it actually is. Food that looks comforting often tastes even better because it creates excitement before the first bite. Another wonderful thing about this recipe is how family-friendly it is. The flavors are gentle, creamy, and comforting without being overly spicy or complicated. Children usually love the creamy rice and soft chicken, while adults appreciate the depth of flavor from the mushrooms, Parmesan, garlic, and saffron. It's the kind of meal everyone at the table can enjoy together. Cooking at home has become more important than ever because people want meals that are comforting, affordable, and healthier than fast food. Homemade creamy chicken and rice offers all of those benefits. You control the ingredients, the seasoning, and the quality while creating something warm and satisfying for the people you care about. The aroma alone makes this recipe unforgettable. Butter melting with garlic, mushrooms cooking in the pan, creamy broth simmering with saffron, saffron broth simmering with saffron, vendome broth simmering with saffron, Parmesan melting into the sauce. Every step creates a smell that makes the kitchen feel cozy and welcoming. Great comfort food is not just about taste. It's about the entire experience. Many people are surprised by how luxurious the dish tastes considering how easy it is to make. The secret is layering flavor slowly. Seasoning the chicken properly, sauteing the garlic and shallots in butter, using broth instead of water, and finishing with cream and Parmesan all contribute to the final richness of the dish. This recipe is also perfect for content creators and food lovers because it looks beautiful on camera. The creamy texture, golden chicken, steam rising from the rice, and sprinkled herbs create the perfect comfort food visuals for social media videos and food photography. Viewers instantly connect with recipes that feel warm, creamy, and homemade. The emotional side of comfort food should never be underestimated. Certain meals make people feel relaxed, calm, and cared for. Creamy chicken and rice has that effect because it reminds people of home-cooked dinners, family meals, and cozy evenings. Food becomes more meaningful when it creates memories as well as flavor. Even beginner cooks can confidently make this recipe. The steps are simple, the ingredients are easy to find, and the cooking process is forgiving. Unlike complicated recipes that require perfect timing, this dish naturally comes together as the rice absorbs flavor and the sauce thickens slowly. It's ideal for anyone wanting to cook something impressive without stress. Leftovers taste amazing too. The flavors continue developing as the dish rests, making the next day version even richer and more flavorful. Reheated gently, the creamy texture returns beautifully. Many people actually enjoy it even more the following day because the saffron, herbs, Parmesan, and mushroom flavors blend together overnight. This creamy chicken and rice recipe proves that comfort food doesn't need to be complicated. With a handful of everyday ingredients and a little care, you can create something warm, rich, elegant, and deeply satisfying. It's the type of meal that makes people slow down, enjoy the moment, and appreciate homemade cooking. Whether you prepare it for family dinner, a cozy evening, guests, or simply to treat yourself after a long day, this dish delivers comfort in every bite. The creamy rice, tender chicken, buttery mushrooms, Parmesan richness, and fresh herbs all come together in perfect harmony. Simple ingredients become something unforgettable. If you enjoyed this recipe and want more delicious comfort food ideas, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment sharing your favorite creamy dinner recipes. Follow us on social media for more easy homemade meals, viral food inspiration, and restaurant-style recipes made simple. Your support helps us create even more tasty content for food lovers around the world.